The legs
Yeah.
I can smell all of the smoke, all that love and positivity, that shit is a joke. I should dead them all, my heart ski down slopes. When you the piggy bank, everybody wanna see you broke, bro. Me and snakes don't lip lock. I don't think the feet look good on me like flip-flops. I know if I spit it, it belongs in this Ziploc. They know I'ma kill them, all they hearing is tick-tock. Your time is up. Where there's fire, you see the smoke, yeah. I know liars, I seen them fold, yeah. I'm so tired.
Let me talk to you real quick about Rexius Nutrition in Ralston. Rexius carries an awesome line of pre-workout from brands like Alpha Lion, Bucked Up, 5150, Insane Labs, and several other brands. They also have a great selection of protein powder, including my personal favorite, the All Max Hexapro cookies and cream flavored. Can't go wrong with that. They also carry the very popular brand Axon Sledge protein powders, branched chain amino acids, which are crucial to stay hydrated, and pre-workout. They also carry locally owned brands like VHI Fit. They carry their protein powders in several different flavors. They also have pre-workout, branched chain amino acids, vegan protein powder as well. And if you have a sweet tooth like me, you gotta try this Omaha protein popcorn. The owners Jamie and Brent Stryker are absolute studs and are very knowledgeable with a background in bodybuilding. Jamie even reached pro status as an IFBB pro women's physique competitor. Stop by Rexius Nutrition in Ralston on the corner of 84th and Q and receive 10% off when you tell them you're there on an official visit.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Oscar Galindo. I'm back with another episode of The Official Visit. This time around, I'm joined by one of the stingiest defensive back duos in the state. Really, they've been rising up the ranks this season. Really a huge part of the Patriots' 3-0 start. I got cornerbacks Delunn Jones and Javonte Walker, two seniors. How you guys doing?
Good.
Pretty good. Doing pretty good.
Good, man. Good. Hey, man. Great to have you guys on. I'm excited to, talk a little bit about Millard South ball and, you guys' great start so far. All right. So, first thing we got up is the pregame questions. Kind of just talk a little bit about yourselves. Kind of learn about your game. First one is, do you have a pregame routine that you like to follow? Whether it be individual or maybe there's a routine you guys do as a team. But what is it that you kind of do to get in the right headspace for the game?
Am I first?
Yeah, you first.
I like to go so every game day, we got a little team meal that we do. We all sit in there, we conversate, we chill, we have fun, we talk, we go over some stuff about the game. I would have to say the team meal, it's pretty fun. Everybody's just doing anything, and we all just chilling, having fun. So I'd have to say the team meal, then going to the locker room and turning up to some music.
Okay. Yeah.
Personally, me, I feel like I'm not too much of like a quiet person that just like sit there and listen to music and like be locked in. I got to get like hyped up in order to be ready for the game. So I usually turn up with Delon before the game, most definitely. Get lit before we go out and show what we all about. And that's just how I get ready.
Yeah, for sure, man. So I want to hear a little bit more about this pregame meal before we talk about this music, man. What's this pregame meal looking like? Is it like some burgers or are you guys getting like a quick sandwich, something light to kind of not be too heavy on your feet, or what are we dining on before the game?
It's some good food. I personally think it's some good food. It's like
it's different stuff every day.
Food. Yeah, it's always different.
Yeah, definitely, man. I've been out to those Millard South games, man. I know you guys got good concessions, so I know I could just imagine what like those pregame meals probably looking like.
Yeah, it's different. It's different every day.
Yeah,
maybe
for sure, man.
I can't even describe, but it's different every day.
Like some sandwiches, some pulled pork, maybe some burgers or something.
Different type of beverages, everything. We got everything.
Okay, yeah, for sure, man. Get your boys right before the game. All right, and then I guess before I go on to the next question, Delunn, would you mind moving over just a little bit? You kind of got like half your face on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Very good. All right. So then you guys mentioned you guys like getting lit before the game. What are you guys listening to before the game? What's getting the boys hype pregame?
It's like that Young Boy,
Young
Kodak,
boy.
Okay.
that type of
Yeah.
playlist. Those type of
Yeah.
playlists.
Anything you can just turn on and dance to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some young. Oh, what do you have a go-to song? Coach says, "Hey, we can listen to one more song. We got to head out." What's that song gonna be?
Dreams and nightmares.
Dreams and Nightmares, Meek Mill.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
How
man.
it starts
That's
out. It's like story of my life.
yeah. Yeah, dude, for sure. Um, yeah, man. Dreams and Nightmares, dude, undefeated for sure, man. Once in a while as well, but that one's stamped as a goat. All right, so then next one I got here for you guys. I know you guys get in on offense. Everyone primarily is defensive back, cornerback's your position. Who is your favorite player to watch at your position? And then do you take any parts of their game to try to add it or emulate parts of their game on the field?
You go first.
I'm gonna say like Travis Hunter.
Okay.
Travis Hunter's like probably the best to ever do it. Like I mean, his craft is just good. Watching him is just always fun, and he's just a good player to watch.
Okay. Yeah.
I say,
Already. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sauce Gardner, most definitely. I
Okay.
Before the season, I tried to get his stance down, so I got his stance down and just learning from that.
Yeah, definitely, man. Some of the young guys, man. You guys went with super young guys. You got, you know, first, second year corner, and then dude's still in college, man. Is there part of? I know you kind of said the stance. Is there anything else like from their game that you like to like try to take away? Maybe their ball skills,
Most definitely.
like stuff like that.
His ball skills, the way that he can get his hand and disrupt the pass. He's so tall and lanky. So it separates him from other corners most definitely. Especially that people are now calling him the best cornerback in the NFL, and it's only his second season. So he's just doing things that everyone else hasn't been doing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and then obviously we've seen what Travis Hunter could do already, in his time in the college ranks, and I'm sure he's gonna have a crazy or a professional career, man. He's a dog, dude, for sure. All right, so then kind of last pregame question I got for you guys is so outside of a regular like a Burger King or IHOP, those chain restaurants, what's a good spot to go grab a bite to eat out in the Millard area, Omaha area, wherever it may be?
Um, One of my personal favorites, I'm gonna have to go Shirley's Diner. That was one of my personal favorites.
Okay, Shirley's Diner.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, what are you ordering there? What's the what kind of food they got out there?
it's like a little breakfast spot, and like it's more of a breakfast spot. Like everyone goes there for breakfast. But I personally
Okay.
like the it's like a 1 or 2 pound breakfast burrito. It never
Okay.
misses.
Dang, 2 pound.
Yeah.
Personally,
Hey,
mine
man,
is
that's
can't go wrong with Chipotle.
okay. Some
Can't go
Chipotle,
wrong.
yeah, for sure. Well, what do you get there? 2 pound burrito too, or not quite?
No, I get a bowl and get a tortilla on the side so I can make a burrito instead of having my bowl.
Yeah, gotta get those
Especially when
hacks
you
in, huh?
bulking. Hey, they be taxing.
Yeah,
I ain't
for
gonna
sure.
lie, but
Yeah, they do, man, for
they
sure.
do be taxing.
Yeah, you gotta find those little. I think I've seen that like on TikTok or something. Get
You
the
gotta find a little
tortilla on the
hacks.
side.
You only can add certain stuff that they
Yeah,
don't put on
for
extra.
sure, man. That hidden menu, man, for sure. All right. So then, kind of transitioning over, talk a little. Now we're kind of talking a little bit more ball. Before we talk about this season and the incredible start you guys have had, I do kind of want to throw it back to last season. I know Javonte, we talked about it a little bit already. Last season you guys were both kind of coming into your own. Javonte, you kind of you're dealing with some injuries there. Really kind of shortened your season to a certain extent. Can you kind of talk to me about how that changed your junior season, how that motivated you to come back stronger?
Really, it wasn't really due to injuries. Really, I just had two great corners ahead of me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
for
Sorry.
me, no, you're all good. And for me, not playing my freshman year, it really set me back to what my abilities really can be. Last year we had Gavin Dunley and Delunn, two incredible corners. Learned a lot from them last year. You know what I'm saying? So they did what they had to do, and it's just new. So we lost one really good corner, so we needed someone big to step up. So I took that challenge, grinded, worked hard. Warren Academy. Really shout out to Steve Warren. He really got me and my boy Delon there. Really took us a lot of long places. Really perfected our technique, so we came back harder this year. Like I said, we need somebody to step up, and I was just the person to do it.
Yeah, definitely. And Delon, like you mentioned, you're one of those corners up there. You got some last season. You really got up that varsity experience up a little bit. But I'm sure there was still places where you were wanting to grow and all that kind of stuff. Talk to me about your mindset. Leaving last season, going into the off season.
My mindset was just like always grinding it better and work to be one of the best corners in the state. So I would always work on my technique, my back pedal and stuff like that, just to always become a better corner. And like Javonte said, at Warren Academy, they were always there. Shout out to Steve Warren. He was always there to help us, to coach us, show us what's right and what's wrong, ways to get out of our breaks. Also, shout out to our corners coach at Millard South, Mike Brown. He was always there to just grind and help us, always reiterate our technique, always be neat with the technique. Same with all the coaches at Millard South. Our defensive coordinator, he was always there to just show us and help us out if we ever needed help with anything.
For sure. And for sure. And you guys, talking about Warren Academy, you guys, really on top of you guys are dogs yourselves, but man, you guys practice, you guys compete with just dogs, man, from all around the area, just players from from Millard South, players from other schools. What's it like playing with those players, and how do you feel that's kind of helped you guys going into this season?
To be honest, I feel like it's first of all, it's like an honor being coached by former NFL players like Zachary Bowman, Tony Veland. Like I say that they really helped us, you know, perfect our craft. With the players wise, that's a really good thing, because they're great already. Like we had 4 stars, 5 stars, even though they didn't play for Warren, they still came there, got us better. So I just want to thank them because they definitely made me and Delon improve our game. Seeing what everyone else do, watching what they do, watching what other wide receivers do. So it was just like a really great experience knowing that there's other people out there, and you can get your confidence built up a little bit.
Yeah. Anything, Delon?
I would just have to reiterate what Javonte said with the coach's part, But for the most part, I feel like it's all a family. At Warren Academy, it was just it was all a family. Everybody was there to help each other, to make each other better. So there was never days where we singled out one person. We always helped him and brought him up to high standards because we all wanted high standards for each other. We all always wanted to get better. So it was just like a family. We all took each other in and just helped each other out if they needed help or coach each other up. Just the little things like that.
Yeah, 100%.
It was like little things too. Like me and Delon didn't know what Warren Academy. Well, we probably knew what Warren Academy was, but that was our first year. The first time we went in there, we was already family. Like they greeted us as
Yeah,
family. They greeted us as if they knew us for the past 5 years. They
Yeah.
just welcomed us in, and we came in with open arms, and it's just a big family.
yeah, for sure, man. Coach Warren, he does a great job. Shoot, I went to go check out one of the showcases he put on, man. And, he just makes you feel welcome, man. I'm just media or whatever, so I could just imagine how well he treats his guys and all the coaches and the camaraderie around that area, or in that spot. So, so I'm kind of switching, Warren Academy, but you guys also do a lot with Soldier Boys, and Soldier Boys. That's a lot more of your guys' Miller South, players and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure is there still one or two Millard West dudes, or I
No,
thought.
We
I think
got
it was all North South.
Okay,
we
I think.
had Jaden Suko at Elkhorn South.
Okay, because I thought what's his name? Dallas, taller taller kid? Wasn't he like at Millard West at one
Oh
point?
yeah,
Oh, yeah, he transferred into
yeah.
Millard
Yeah.
South.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. But so but for the most part, basically Millard South kids on the squad, and a lot of the young guys. How do you feel like having you guys as seniors and being part of that team has helped them kind of develop and learn the Millard South defense and kind of stuff like that?
I mean,
As I always, you can
you
go
can go.
first. All right. As I always say to them, it's great to learn from you now because next year I won't be here. So it's just good, teaching them what to do, what to do better. And we only played one tournament with them, but I feel like that tournament was one of the most funnest tournaments I've ever been to because that's just my guys. We struggled through it. We won, and it was just amazing experience, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like, the big thing is just like, I mean, always learn from the person ahead of you. Like take in what they know, and then you take that in and just make it better to what you can do with it. So always just like take knowledge from someone else and just make it better for you to use against other people or something like just stuff like that.
Yeah. Just picking up those small like little bits of wisdom, right? Just along
Yeah.
the way, for sure, for sure. So then fast forward, and Millard South season. I know, last year you guys didn't necessarily end the way you guys hoped for. But so far you guys have started, I'm sure better than you guys. I mean, I'm sure you guys probably expected it, but better than a lot of people really expected. You guys to be doing so far. Kind of walk us through that. 3-0 start. You have big wins over two Millard schools. You guys claim Millard, but then you also had that monster shutout victory over Elkhorn South, who was number 3 at the time. What have you guys kind of learned about Millard South? What have you guys kind of what were some of your takeaways? Kind of just give us a little bit of a rundown so far through those first 3 games.
My first.
All right. Yeah, you can go first. You go first this time.
I was just gonna say like Millard South's like a family. I mean, ever since freshman year, I mean, I walked in, they like opened me with open arms. They welcomed me with open arms. So I'd say it's like a family. Like they were always there for me to help me out. But to open the season, it was just like what we expected to do. We worked hard all summer. We worked for it. We grinded all winter, spring, fall. Like we just worked for it. Like we all wanted it bad. And for us to come out and open the season up 3-0, it's just like basically like what we kind of expected to do because we worked for it. We like put it in a perspective, and we seen it like we just worked hard for it. Like everybody on the team.
Yeah.
I knew since I wasn't a known cornerback last year that they'll try me this year. Like Miller West, they tried me like 3, 4 times, and I was ready for that. Because I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't try a new corner that's just now get some varsity time? But I say that Miller South is one of the best high schools you can go to. Like Delunn said on our coaches, Urban, he might get up on you, but he's always right. If you listen to him, I promise you, I promise you, you'll succeed most definitely. And then Coach Brown, even though it seemed like he got kidnapped for like a whole week, but he came back and he he taught us stuff that we personally I was just like, well, what is this? And now that I'm using it, I can see what he's talking about most definitely. So he like really improved my game. But going out 3-0, like he said, that's what we expected. Many more to come.
Yeah.
And we ready for whoever.
100%, man. Wait, hold, you guys getting coaches kidnapped in the middle of the season, or what? What's going on, man? What are you talking about, man?
he, he wasn't at practice for like a whole week.
Oh, okay. I was like gonna say, what, dude? That's some adversity, dude. If you guys out here still winning after dealing with a kidnapped coach, man, that's adversity at its finest, man. But that makes a little bit more sense, man, for sure. But yeah, dude. So yeah, like I said, you guys were definitely ones that expected it. I think if anyone expected anything, it was going to be that you guys were going to have a super strong defense. That defensive line is no joke. But then you yourself coming out as a new corner. We knew a couple of the players already in the secondary, but the secondary is playing lights out. Talk to me a little bit about what that mentality is on defense. Delunn, did we lose him?
He'll probably join back. I answer the question.
All right.
You said can you ask that question again?
So basically, like like myself, preseason. All right,
You-
I'll just wait.
My bad. I was getting a call. My bad.
He's here.
You good?
Yeah, we're good. We're
All
all good.
right. All right, man. So yeah, so like I was saying, so if anything, like you guys expect it to be probably this good. Just knowing what you guys were working with in practice, spring during training and all that kind of stuff. If like myself, I predicted you guys have a really good defense. As far as like what team records was, I wasn't so sure, but I knew that you guys were going to come out firing on defense, starting with that defensive line. But now the secondary with you guys, rising as a dangerous duo, and the second, all the guys that you guys have back there as well. Talk to me about what that's like, playing with that defense, playing with those guys that just love to hunt, love to compete, and just love to hit people.
Um,
I love I love playing with maniacs, especially our linebackers.
Yeah.
They're just maniacs. And they just don't care. Like especially our D line, they just don't care. They're maniacs. So I know that they take care of it up front. But me and Delunn, we just got to do our job. That's our main purpose. As long as we're doing our job, it's like trust the person beside you.
Yeah.
And I promise you, I trust anybody on that defense. I trust any one of them.
Uh-huh.
They throw a ball to Delon's side. I'm already throwing up my arm saying no because I know they're not just gonna catch it.
Yeah.
They're not gonna catch it. And it's just the trust that you got to have in your defenses, which we have a really strong bond and trust. Any one of them, even the backups are ready,
Yeah.
So it's just trust. I trust each and every one of them, and we're going to get it done.
Yeah.
basically, Javonte just took it all from me. Like he just said everything that I was gonna say.
Yeah, man. So like you said, you just trusting those people, playing complimentary ball. The defensive line is getting coverage sacks. You guys are able to lock down corners and do all that, or lock down receivers, all that kind of stuff. But is there ever like healthy competition? Because all those having that many alphas on the defense. I'm talking Jr. I'm talking y'all. I'm talking Caleb. I'm talking Aiden. Like, is there ever like healthy competition between you guys? Like, hey man, we're the ones like the top dogs or something like that.
To be honest, I'll say no. I feel like we all play so accordingly, and like we all do our job, and we all know that. Everyone knows their responsibility, so everyone gonna pursue that. So we just know that, like against Elkhorn South, I told everybody that if we go out there and punch them in the mouth, they're gonna lay down, and that's what they did. So
Yeah,
that's basically what we do. That's what we live by.
yeah, for sure.
That's basically what Javonte just said again. Like he just keep taking it from me.
I got you, man. Yeah, man.
I
Yeah.
hang out with them too much. We have the same mind.
So then just like watching you guys play, you guys are just intense, and going 3-0. Sometimes maybe people might start getting to thinking, hey man, we're made men. Like maybe we don't have to try as hard this week. Maybe not saying anything about this week specifically, but maybe people start saying, hey, we don't have the toughest opponent this week. Maybe we could chill out a little bit. How do you guys? And I know Coach Wisdom is probably on that, making sure none of that's settling in. But how do you guys as seniors, make sure like, all right, guys, none of that. Like we got a mission, and we got to make sure we keep that intensity fired up the whole season.
I
You
feel
can go
like
first.
am I first?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a motto of like, I mean, we have that model that's just like play every game like it's Westside because Westside's one of the best teams in the state. So it's just like we always like play every game like it's Westside. So give it your all, just like you do against Westside. So I mean, like the way we practice is just like play every play like it's your last. Like just go in, just thinking like you like might not come out of it. Like just play like as hard as you can every practice, every game. Like just go all you can. Give it like 110%. Like never let up and always keep your foot on the gas. Is like a big thing at Millard South that we like to say.
Yeah. Nice.
On my side, I just don't like when the coaches is saying that and they spit in my face. So I play every down like it's no other. I play every down like it's no other. It's our senior year, so and scouts are looking at film. So if they don't see you going 100% every single play, that's gonna say something about you.
Yeah.
So I like to tell the defense, well, the defense already know that no matter the opponent, we still got to step on their necks and they'll lay down.
Yeah. So it sounds like for you, it's either one or two options: either play hard or buy a visor so you don't get coaches spit on your face, man. And you choose play hard, so I'm sure coaches appreciate that one, man. That option for sure. Oh shoot, hold up. But sorry, hold up. Dang, yeah, call. My bad. All right, so then another question here I got for you guys, man. So we talked a lot about your guys' defense, but we know, there's two sides, I mean three sides, but the other side of the ball, offense, you guys are rolling, man. And there's two players specifically that I want to talk about, and it's these two young bulls, man. Give me what makes, Jett and Amarion, so special, dude, because they've been just killing it. And of course, you got Nolan back there running hard as well. Shout out to Nolan. But having two sophomores kind of playing at the level they have been is pretty interesting. What and I kind of want to hear what you guys thought about that.
I like to just say like same with Isaac Jensen.
Mhm.
Isaac, Jett, Amarion. They're all big key players in our offense. I mean, when like the number is called, I mean they stepped up and they play every play like it's their last. Like they're good guys. They're great football players. But like I mean they just play every play like it's their last. Like they'll leave it all on the field. Like when we're out there, they just leave it all on the field. They never give up, and it's just like they always have that motto to just keep going. Like no matter the score, no matter what it looks like, how good, how bad we're doing, just keep going. Like I just say they strive on that.
Yeah.
I say AJ. I mean, he been doing this since he was a freshman, so I give him big props for that. Most definitely. Jett, he got put in a tough situation, got put in the Gretna game, and still played real good. So it's most definitely hats off to those guys. Isaac Jensen, he's over there doing his thing. I feel like it starts in practice, because they get put in, like the people that they get put in front of. Like Jett has to deal with our D linemen every single day, and our D linemen don't lay down in practice. They go hard every single time. So I feel like we're just getting a good, they're getting a good look.
Yeah.
Maybe not the look that they're looking for. Like we're probably gonna be better than them, but still they still getting the look. AJ, he has to be guarded by me, Delunn, all the safeties and stuff. So it's just to give them a look. Isaac, he has tough defenders in front of him. So most definitely we get him ready for every single game. Like they say, like you practice how you play. And if you go hard in practice, the game will be way more easier.
Yeah, definitely, man. That iron sharpens iron mentality. It's definitely ringing true. With those guys. Like you said, they got to come up against you, and you guys got to practice against him as well. He's already shown that he's among some of the best receivers in the metro. So, and yeah, really all those guys like you mentioned, Isaac, Gabe back there in the backfield as well. He's a dog.
Dog.
Yeah, and on the O line, Carter. Yeah, man, just those young guys really showing out. And I'm sure they probably do it, like hoping to, for the seniors, man. You guys last ride and whatnot. So then kind of transition over here. We'll touch a little bit about recruiting. I know it's been, I believe Delunn, you just got your first offer last week, or was it this weekend? Can't remember the date exactly, but
I think it was the week at Elkhorn South, the day after we played Elkhorn South.
okay.
I think it was Saturday.
So like last week, yeah. So
Yeah.
Peru State. Talk to me a little bit about that offer, and then I want to hear about from both of you guys. What recruiting's been looking like, what schools have kind of been in contact, what you guys have been looking at so far.
That offer is just like I don't really know how to describe it, but like it's just like they see me as a fit in their secondary because of lockdown and coverage DB, and like they also like told me that I'm a good DB that fits their secondary because of the way I come downhill and I am aggressive and tackle, wants to tackle, and also can cover if I need to.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like I said, I know Javonte, you're still waiting on that offer. I know it's gonna come. You guys are both great players. But talk to me kind of, what are you guys what would you guys say like are the kind of the biggest selling points to you as a school? Like if someone was trying to really recruit you for the school and you're maybe had a couple choices, what would be those things that really set schools apart for you guys?
I say like the coaching. like if you really got a relationship with the coaches, then I feel like that's the best place for you. If this the school's in a really good place, the everything is just nice. I feel like that's just fits you. It's all about the relationships that you have with people. People go to college just for money and everything, but I'm just trying to go to college for a good fit, most definitely.
Yeah.
I would just have to say um, probably the good connection with the coaches. Good connection with the coaches. The environment, hopefully the environment's pretty good. Always want to be in a good environment. Never want to put yourself in a bad environment. So I would say a good environment, and just everyone at that school wanting you to be successful for yourself and for later in life. That's what I would just say.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So having that good support system around you, man. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
It's a big transition in people's lives. So having that support system, having good coaches around you, will kind of build you up. Maybe when times aren't smoothest sailings, that's important to have. So, um, let me see here. Starting to wrap it up here for you guys. Let's see what other question I had for you. All right. So, still, you guys have had three really tough matchups so far. Still have quite a few, really big ones, Gretna this weekend and West Side's at some point down the road and a few other big ones. But where do you guys where do you see, this team really kind of, how should I say? Um, like what do you kind of see the ceiling of this team being, and how do you make sure you guys get to that highest point of performing as one of the elite teams, like you said, like playing like a West Side or whatever, or as one of the top teams in the state?
I mean, I
Most
would just have
definitely.
to. My first.
Yeah, you go first. You go first.
I would just have to say giving it your all. Leaving everything out there on the field every time you step on there. Never taking a play off. Never taking a rep off. Always go 100%. It's just always going 100%. Because you never know your opponent. All West Side, Gretna, all of them are all good schools. Elkhorn South. So I mean, I would just say always going 100%. Never take a rep off. Never take a play off. Because anything can happen in that play that can change the game. So it's just always go 100%, and always just leave everything you got out there. This is the way I think of it.
Hmm.
Most definitely. You said where I see us. Of course I see us in the Memorial Stadium. Winning. Everyone. We just won the state champion. That's where I see us. To be honest, that's all I'm focused on. Not just making it to state, but winning it. So like Delon said, you gotta take it game by game, take every game serious because you never know. Plus you never know when the last play that you just played will be your last because you never know. You might get injured, so you got to play every single play with no regrets because you don't want to get hurt and then say, "Oh, I would have did this," or you don't want to lose and say, "I would have did this." That's why you got to make sure that you do it so you have no regrets.
Definitely, for sure, man. So then, what are some goals you want to put out there? This could be, obviously, the main one is, being a team, raising the trophy in Memorial Stadium. That's obvious. That's the obvious one. But do you guys have maybe any other goals for yourselves, or maybe you guys want to make all state, or maybe you want to, get a couple more picks before the end of the season? Do you guys have any goals, or maybe rack up, more offers, anything like that?
Um,
Like my coach said last game. My coach said last game the best thing about being 3-0 is thinking that you can be 4-0 next time. So just taking it game by game, and then I need some interceptions. I need some interceptions this year, and of course some offers. I could have had my first interception, but yeah, that's just how it go. And then
Yeah,
but but definitely more pass deflection. Working on my tackling, just a lot of goals.
for sure, for sure.
I would just have to say
Number one goal most definitely is making sure Delon is okay. His head stay in the game. You know, it's the little things.
Yeah.
I would just have to say as of right now, I'm not really worried about myself. I'm not trying to put myself forward. I would just say it's a team goal as of right now. As long as everybody plays 100% and give they all, I mean, the rest will do itself, like recruitment, all that. It'll rather yourself as long as you're going 100%, always doing your job, knowing your assignment, your alignment, and stuff like that. I mean, like just knowing that just sets you apart from everybody else. It just makes you a better player from everybody else by just knowing that. And also just like always going 110% is just like always good to for your team, for you, for everybody else around you and in your environment. So that's all I would say with that like part of it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like they say, dude, when you're winning, dude, that's when everybody eats a little bit more. Offers start coming in when you're winning. One of those top teams and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, for sure, man. With team success comes personal success as well. So yeah, that's great to hear. The last thing I do on here is I turn the table over to you guys to hand over your life game balls. And that's shouting out those people in your life, parents, coaches, friends, family, whoever it may be, that's really pushed you guys to be the best version of yourselves, and really push you this far already to make it this far, I guess. So just kind of showing that sign, taking that time to show some gratitude for those people in our lives. So it's all on you guys.
Most definitely, I like to shout out first of all my mom. She took us from a place where we didn't want to be to a place that in eighth grade I was looking at Millard South and looking at the houses out here, and I said I really want to live here. And a year later, we moved here. So most definitely shout out to my mom. Shout out to my whole family. They're always behind me to support me. They might not be at every single game, but I know I'm gonna get a text message right after. Shout out to Steve Warren, all the Warren coaches. Shout out to the cornerback coaches like Mike Brown, and then Urban most definitely because not a lot of people believed in me coming into the season, but it may not have seemed like Urban was, but I can tell that he most definitely was. He believed in me. Wiz, every single coach that coached me in the past, and I just want to say thank you to all of them.
I would have to go with big ones like my mom and dad. They always been there for me from the start. So I would just have to go with my mom and dad. Then I would have to go like the rest of my family because they're at every game, always support me, always cheer me on 110% all the way. And then I would definitely have to go Warren Academy because this offseason, Warren Academy, they just took me in, helped me out, always helped me get my craft better. And if like I ever needed to lift or work out, anything, if I ever needed anything like that, they always took me in, asked me if I need anything help. So I would just say big shout out to Warren Academy for everything that they've done for me in this past year. And then I would have to go to the rest of my coaches at Millard South, like a big one, my coach Wallace, receiver coach, he's a big one there because he's always there for me. He's like always lifting me up, always has good spirits, always like around the team, always having fun, always has good energy. Same as our O line coach, Coach Utter Purcell, Coach Mendenhall, Wisdom, like Urban, BJ, Subcheck, like they're always there. They always just have high energy, like always picking the team up. Like when we're ever down, I just say always pick the team up and just like always has good high spirits. Like even when we're losing, we're down in the game, they always have high spirits, knowing that we can come back and do the things that we do once we get rolling. And another one I'd have to say is just like my teammates. My teammates is a big part of it because like whenever I'm down, Javonte's always there to pick me up, or whenever Javonte's, I'm there to pick him up. But like it's a team sport. It's like we're always there for each other. Somebody miss a tackle, we go help him up. We like next play, just play the next play like it's your last play. So like I would say my teammates because like we always help each other out. We're there for each other, and we're always just always ready. Like we feed off each other's energy, so we're always ready to grind for each other and do whatever we can for each other. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, man. For sure. For sure.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man. Well spoken, man. Yeah, like you said, having all those people around you, believing in you, kind of pushing you, that definitely, goes a long way, So yeah, it's good to have those people, and it's good to, always show that gratitude. Let them know, hey, man, I appreciate everything you've done for me, even if we haven't really had a chance to say so in a while. So, that's really all I had for you guys, man. I appreciate you guys doing this. I guess one last one I got for you guys, just to get a little messy, man, just to instigate a little bit. You guys both, play both sides of the ball. You know, so if we lined up each of you guys against each other on each side of the ball. Who's getting the best of who, man? You guys each get 5 reps at receiver and 5 reps at corner. Who's winning those?
I'm winning. I'm winning.
Nah,
I'm
nah.
winning. I'm winning. My receiver
Personally,
skill set is different than Javonte. I'm
personally, I don't play offense, but I know I can beam tackle. So, defense, I know my defense there. You know, I feel
Yeah.
like I'm gonna get 3 out of 5 stops. I'm gonna give them 2. I feel like I'm gonna get 3 out of 5
Okay.
stops. Offense, I know I'm a torture. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Hey man, I seen you out there, dude, on 7-on-7 getting those catches in, man. I seen it, dude. Hey man, I don't know who. I'm not gonna answer the question because that's for y'all to answer, man. That's for y'all to beef over. But you know, I just wanted to know, man. Does that sound about right though, Delunn? Three stops on you?
Yup.
nah. He does
Yeah.
not get 3 stops. I would say like he gets 2 stops, and then if he gets that third one, it's because I routed him, started laughing, and then I dropped the pass. That's the only way he gets 3 stops. That's the only way he gets 3 stops.
Hey
Like
man.
the only way.
I'm clipping his famous post route that he always run. I'm
My post
clipping it.
route is different, like different. NFL terms, different. Like our post route different.
Hey man, we might have to test it out, man. Towards the end of the season, we might have to put
Bet.
something together, maybe try that out. So
Bet.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna plead the fifth on it. Like I said, dude, I'm not gonna answer that question.
Hey, at the end of the day, I feel like me and Delon can hold our own in anything, against anybody, West Side, any other team. I feel like me and Delon can hold our own with anybody in the state, anybody in the world. I trust him right beside me, most definitely. I know he's not gonna allow nothing. I'm not gonna allow nothing. So anybody in the whole entire world, like I'll take us over anybody. That's just how confident I am.
There you go.
Because I know he's gonna do his job. I know I'm gonna do my job. And if we don't come out with the win at the end of the day, I just know that he did his job the best he can, and I did the job the best I can.
Hey man, there you go, dude. That's what you love to hear, man. That's what's made you guys so good so far. And that's gonna be what carries you guys even further. So hey man, that's great to hear. Love to hear the competitiveness, the energy.
I seen liars that testified under oath, I hear rappers not living out what they wrote, my peers ought to be studying, taking notes. How you hate me to the core when I keep your ass afloat. I put pressure on their pencils. They look at my life and draw the stencil. One move I can rearrange your mental.